nothing like you. Baby, what's on your mind? Can you come talk to me? No, I'm the only one you want, can't get you off of me. And if I leave right here, right now, bet you be stalking me.
Hey model babies, it's me, Model Baby. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to gain financial independence, including a map to financial freedom. At whatever age you are, it is extremely important to have a strict priority list established in order for you to accomplish and achieve every single goal that you set out for yourself in life. If you clicked on this video, that already shows that you're one step ahead of the game by simply allowing me to guide you in the right direction financially. Because money is freedom, right? Anyways, let's get right into today's topic. Step 1 would be comprehending the map to financial freedom. Everything that I'm listing out for you guys, I just want to tell you now, these are all things that have guided me in the right direction financially in life since I was younger. And some of these techniques that I picked up on and tips are things that I've learned over the past few months, past few years, and things that I find to be extremely helpful in my personal financial growth journey. Okay, so step 1 would have to be comprehending the financial map to freedom. Let's get into detail. I'm gonna explain this to y'all. First thing would be no debt, meaning to pay off your debt, meaning you should have no debt, you don't want any debt. Number 2 should be save money and pay yourself first. You should always pay yourself first. When you get your check, you take out 5, 10, 20, however much money you want to take out, but pay yourself something. 3 would have to be to build credit or to fix your credit. Nowadays, credit is extremely important, especially depending on your goals in life. Credit may be very valuable and useful to you in your life. Number 4 would be to invest, so we can constantly see that money coming in, so we can constantly have money flowing to us abundantly through multiple sources. Now, this is extremely important because before making money, you want to understand the importance of your earnings and what to do with it. All right, let's get into step number 2. Step number 2 would be budgeting. Calculate your income. How much are you making a month? How much money do you have coming in monthly? Now, what you want to do is set a realistic goal on how much money you want to make a month. But the key is to make it happen. That goal that you set on making that amount of money for the month, you have to make it happen. So this includes the following: maybe picking up extra hours, finding a side hustle, etc. Whatever you have to do to get to that goal that you set for the month financially, do it. Make it happen. Another thing you'll want to do is list out all expenses from most important to least important. I like to categorize it, so I'll put like bills, and then I'll put, okay, rent, car insurance, car note, Wi-Fi, phone bill, etc. These are all things that you want to list out in order, and then you'll write the cost of that expense right by it. If y'all want a video on how I budget, then I could give that to y'all. My budgeting techniques, this should I be doing, clock it, that. Make sure that you're sticking to your budget. That's extremely important. Let's go right into step 3 now. Step 3 would be saving. Saving is also a part of budgeting, which is why I put it after budgeting. But yes, saving is extremely important as well. But let me give y'all some tips on how to save, or what you should be doing when it comes to saving your money. So rule number 1 when it comes to saving is stick to your budget. Sticking to your budget puts you in a place to spend comfortably and freely without over consuming or overspending. And by over consuming, I mean literally we over consume everything. We buy food we don't need, we buy household things that we do not need. We literally over consume. We order stuff online all the time, but the key is to save your money. These are not things that you need to be buying. You don't need to buy takeout every day if you have food in the refrigerator. Go in the kitchen, cook you some food, and save your money. You're gonna feel so good looking at your bank account knowing, wow, okay, so this whole week I cooked and I saved what, hundreds of dollars on takeout? Amazing. Another thing you should do is get rid of expenses that measure beyond your means. Get rid of all those unneeded, unwanted subscriptions and bills, because that's just something that's gonna take our money every single month. If you don't need Apple Music, stop paying for the subscription every month. If you don't need a car wash membership, stop paying for that every month. If you can wash your car out by hand in the driveway, go do it. Save some money. Save your money. Now, what I'm gonna tell y'all is you need a mindset shift. And let me give y'all the shift right here. Y'all ready for it? If you don't need it, you don't want it. Don't let that go in one ear and out the other. If you don't need it, you don't want it. You don't want that. You need that $100 steak meal tonight. You want it. That's it. You don't need it. You want it. So if you don't need it, you don't want it. Your mindset should always be, okay, I don't need that. I don't even want it, you know, which is really hard, but it's a mindset shift, which is why I'm saying you have to shift your mindset. So get into that mindset. Lastly, you want to start small when it comes to saving. You don't have to save $1,000 at one time or set this huge goal to save a huge amount of money. It doesn't have to be like that. You could save little by little, even if it's $5 every check, $10 every check, or $5 every customer, every order. Like, it doesn't matter, just as long as you're saving. If you are putting that out into the universe, if you're actually, okay, you're manifesting to have money, or you desire to have a lot of money in your life, but if you're not taking the action to make that happen, the universe is not going to reward you. You're not going to be rewarded because you're halfway putting the effort in to get what you want in life. You have to put all the effort in. So yeah, just speaking about having money and speaking about wanting money, speaking about saving is not going to get you the money that you want. It's not going to help you reach your goals. You have to say what you want, tell the universe what you want, put in the work, and that's what you get. Stay away from people that don't vibrate on the same frequency as you, because yeah, that's going to limit you. Let's get into step 4 now. Step 4 is to pay off debt. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm kind of going just more into detail and giving more tips on the financial map to freedom that I created. So step 4 is to pay off debt. List off collections, if any. Make a financial obligation to pay off any debt that you have. This should be included in your budget. And a little tip that I have when it comes to doing this is pay a little more than minimum to avoid interest costs. And lastly, avoid new debt. You don't need to be putting yourself more in debt, digging yourself into a deeper hole when you already have debt that you haven't paid off. Start with what's on your plate. If you want more, you get more after you finish what you have. Don't be greedy. And a lot of us run away from debt. A lot of us run away from bills and financial responsibilities. We got to stop doing that. It's time to own up and take responsibility for these financial obligations. Stop running away from it. You're only going to make it worse. And step 5, fix or build your credit. So first I'm going to start off by listing how you could fix your credit, or like a couple tips when it comes to fixing your credit. Step 1, get your credit report. I personally use Experian. I know some people have talked about Credit Karma. I'm not too familiar with that. I've only used Experian my whole life, so that's something that I would personally recommend. But yeah, get your credit report, check your credit, and see what's going on to see what you need to fix. You could look at your collections there. Just get your credit report. Dispute errors. Fix mistakes that hurt your score. Negotiate with creditors. Ask for payment plans and settlements. You may qualify for it. You never know. It never hurts to try. And one thing you should always do is pay on time, because that's what's going to help you build your credit and fix and grow your credit tremendously. You have to pay your bills on time. For instance, a car payment. You could be paying your car payment throughout the month. Let's say it's $800. Pay $200 a week. But that, I don't know, ever since I've been doing that, it has boosted my credit a lot more. Like, my credit literally gets boosted every month. You should also apply for a credit card. I know Capital One, you could apply there, but me personally, I prefer to apply to my bank. Even Chime, like, I've always had a secured credit card ever since I turned 18. And when I turned 18, like, I literally maxed out my credit. Basically how it works is, well, you go to the bank and you'll give them, with the secured credit card, you'll give them a certain amount of money. For my bank, it was $300 to $1,000 limit. The minimum is $300. So I gave them $300, and I never spent more than $50 on that credit card. So I basically put 2 subscriptions that I had on that credit card, which would occur monthly. They would take the money out, and then I'd end up paying back that money, or transferring money back into that credit builder account. Basically, you want to keep your credit usage low. You don't want to be spending the max amount that you're able to spend. Don't ever do that. Never ever do that. Keep your credit usage low. You can also use rent and utility reporting, because some services report on-time payment. Step 6, invest. The first thing you want to do when it comes to investing is figure out what you want to invest in exactly. It could be stocks, it could be a business, it could literally be anything. What do you feel like would be worth investing in? You can always start small, but just make sure you stay consistent. It doesn't have to be a huge investment, because we don't always have it, especially if we're in the beginning of our financial growth journey. We don't always have it in the beginning to actually invest and make a huge investment. We could always invest in something small, something that's going to build our money over time, that's going to get us more money over time. time. And also diversify your investments. Don't just invest your money into one place or one thing. Invest in multiple things to allow your money to grow through multiple sources. Well, it looks like this concludes today's video, guys. What are some things that you're learning or that you've already learned throughout your financial growth journey? Or if you guys have any tips on the tips that I'm offering you, please feel free to let me know in the comments, because honestly, I'm giving y'all advice, but I'm still learning as I go, which is why I'm able to come and give y'all advice that's actually gonna work, tips that actually work. Feel free to comment what you guys think of this video. If you guys want a more in-depth budgeting series from me, like this video, share with a friend that may find these tips useful in their financial growth journey. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Subscribe.
Baby, I can't get you off